Sometimes I don't really know how I do these live things, but why not? Choose who can participate, close that. Hello, everybody hear me now? Retouch. I don't want to retouch. What's this button do? Oh. Highlight. Sweet. Green screen. Ooh. There's a giant forklift. Ah! Okay, enough. Let me get out of here. I'm sorry, guys. Hi. Paul Harvey Flute guy here in the pool. Got a few flutes. And, yeah. Feeling... one of the I Am Sound flutes. It is made out of plastic polymer, recycled. Very nice sliding blocks. Love how they're slotted. So when it gets wet, like in a pool, and it floats too. Torpedo in the water! You know, you guys have to put up with me, so if you watch it, thanks. I appreciate it. Just having fun. But needless to say, you wouldn't want to do this with one of your wooden flutes. So that comes in handy. One of the things, that spot there. Hello. No, I'm not Illuminati. We can throw a rope through that or hook a microphone up to it, whatever you want to do. Something that I like about these little guys. That and they're less expensive than most other flutes. I think their most expensive one is a A3 flute. It's like $100. I am sound at one. I have to plug it. Why not? It's got me the ability to buy other flutes as well, so I'll take that. I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit and play. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, new meaning of the flute watering out. This is for sure. And yet, what's up, David? Misty Mountain, yeah, I can play that. Let me get one that's not wet. Including my fingers. This one's in the key of D. Yeah, you bet. Tell everybody I said hey. Well, the three of you that are here, I know where one of you are from, but where are the other two? Glenn, where from dost thou hail? I think I need a haircut, and I'll be honest, getting old. My hair is a lot thinner than it used to be, but I am not bald yet, so I'm happy for that. You know, I'm thinking about this too. There's a camera over there that watches the pool, and I've seen on the screen on the other side, they actually have it on a monitor. So I wonder what some of the people that watch that camera think when they see, hey, from Virginia, nice. Yeah, sitting out in Sioux Falls right now. Just got, well, I didn't just get off work, but doing some overtime and whatnot out here, which is always nice in the pocketbook, not so nice on the family time, but yeah, it's work and it's life, and it's what keeps things going for this point. But yeah. Yeah, the flute's watering out, and that's one of the things. Like, I do somewhere have I have one of my wooden flutes out here, but I try to keep that away from the pool. Thank you very much, Mr. Bauer. Much obliged. But yeah, that's with these plastic flutes, you know, they have their place. Some people say, yeah, they don't sound as good, and they have their own unique flavor profile, if you will. At least I have hair. You know, it's moving to my face, so I'll keep that as long as I can. My wife has me trim it every once in a while, and every once in a while I'll find a beard here that missed trimming, and it'll be pretty impressive in its length, and I'm just like, oh, this is perfect. And then inevitably my wife will pluck it out at one point or another, so... Yeah, so I'm currently in possession of 4 of these flutes from I Am Sound. The F, the D, high D, and a G, which is a key that I didn't have before, so it's nice to get a hands on that. Yes, the acoustics are very nice. You know, I hear a lot of people that are like, oh, well, that flute doesn't sound like that. I'll bet it sounds like garbage, or it's like a recorder because it's all about the echo that you're putting in. It's like, I'm not putting in the echo. I'm just putting a little bit of work to find a place that has echo. I mean, you can use it, you can do it in the shower at home. Kind of gives a nice echoey sound to it. And some of the funnest places are like on a river, walking through or riding on a canoe through that, and getting yourself a nice spot with some echo. And it's been a little while since I've been on a canoe trip. I'm gonna have to go back on. We usually do like a 3-day canoe trip, camp out under the stars, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, no, it's a really big tiled room. Pool and then a hot tub over there. The downside of recording in here is that the hot tub has to be not bubbling. Otherwise, it just really all you hear is the sound of the bubbles going. But tell me if it sounds different from further away. away from the mic sounds better. Well, I mean, because at that point the sound is moved through. Kind of experiment with that different times, distances. One of these days I'll get a microphone that actually works with my older model Android. See if I can't create a tidal wave to come this way. Couldn't see it because it was off camera, but I was doing some Elvis Presley hip moves to create some waves. Yeah, you know, honestly, most people that come here, that come to the pool while I'm doing some music are just like blown away. And then they listen for a few moments and go about their swimming. Yes, people have come in when I've been playing, and I've gotten some odd looks and some that's awesomes, and usually the kids when they come in, they're just here to swim. So I usually bow out at that point just because, you know, hey, they're here to swim and I'm just stealing the acoustics. So yeah, I'm having fun. So I mean, yeah, waving in and out of the view of the camera and letting you guys hear the echo and acoustics from the different spots. I think I'm going to try a lower keyed here. Hear some waves. Oh. Yeah. Could play a little bit of that, couldn't I? From Titanic. Oh, dope. Awesome. Thanks, Austin. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Took a little while to get mine. I'm guessing it might have taken a little bit to get yours. But I got them and worth the wait. I mean, I tell you what, these, I've put them in my bolt bags. The job I'm working on right now can't have a phone on site. And so no videos from the job site this time around, but let me tell you what, the look that you get when you go down into the elevator pit at 5:45 in the morning and the guy comes in unlocking the other gates, looking around, and then he gets brought up in the meeting in the morning, strange sound playing, somebody's got a radio, you can't have radios here. That might have been me. No radio, just my own music. Denise, thank you very much. I'm glad. I mean, I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm having fun too, and it's yeah, I don't know. Can't sit down and have a drink or a campfire with most people. This is kind of a neat way to get, I don't know, more than just a clip of a video or a video where you've got all of the, it kind of makes, I don't know, when you see some really professionally done videos, you kind of do lose some of the authenticity, I think. But with that being said, I am looking to doing a music video with some actual recordings from a studio, and yeah, so stay tuned for that. I don't know when. My goodness, I'm working a lot, but that's always good. Yeah, worth the wait for sure. So awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having fun and smiling at my goofiness. And there we go. That hair is a little better. And my eyebrows, I think I need a haircut. But I don't have any hair growing out of my nose. Don't ask my wife to confirm that. Don't look too closely, but it's all mustache. Let's try this guy. glad you tuned in too, mate, Dave. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll have to hang out soon sometime. Bye, Denise. Have a good night. More Lord of the Rings. Oh, yes. I have not. I have not taken, I don't want to say taken the time to learn any indigenous songs. I don't have any Native American blood in me as far as I know. Just Norwegian, Swiss, Polish, a little bit of Irish. I try to stay away from that because in a way, to me, it's my way of kind of respecting the culture of the indigenous peoples. I've never really had any pushback on it. You know, some people be like, "Oh, well, are you playing this instrument? You can't play it because you don't have, that ancestry." And it's music. Music is music, and there are certain songs in my mind that are more so for that have that cultural significance and that people hold some extra special nature to. And so that's why, I appreciate that. And that might be something I lean into as I continue on this flute journey of mine. The other one that everybody says I should do and I haven't done yet is the Last of the Mohicans song. It sounds cool, but I feel like it's been done quite a lot, and I'm an odd duck sometimes. So yeah, good to know. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, it's just from coming from the heart of wanting to be sensitive to the fact that I find there's music itself in general for me is transcendental. Kind of is one of the things that goes beyond culture, beyond border. It's human. It's very human. But yeah. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Tori. Well. Thank you very much. I try to keep it real, and that's what you see is what you get. And I can be a mean, ornery son of a gun, but in general, just try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and also, I don't know, just be nice. Being polite and normal, I guess is how I'd call it. Yeah, and so that the TV show that I did for HBO Max, that was something that was interesting, because they have, this is what you're supposed to do and this is what you're supposed to say, but say it in your own words. And so I did, and sometimes I felt like I rambled a little bit more than I should have, but stayed true to myself. And even when I got the suit that was put on, the fancy suit, still played my flute and sang, and just bared my heart, as it were. So, Dance of the Coyote. Okay, Clint, I'll take a look at that, because I'll go through and check the comments and stuff. Actually, see if I can do this. Maybe. I can screenshot while I'm recording. This is fun. Oh, excellent. Yeah, no, that tubing aquarium thing, excellent. That's awesome. Yeah, honestly, that flute that I had that I used it with, that's I think it's bass G, made out of sequoia, by a friend of mine, Gene Ewing, out in Oregon. I actually met him 3 years ago now, out there playing at the Flute Music Festival. I don't think I'll be able to get the time off of work this time around to go out, but they have that. It's the last weekend in July out in Eugene, Oregon. So if you have a travel chance, definitely go out there and check it out. There's a bunch of cool people and some fantastically talented musicians I was honored to get to play along with. So yes, so the title on that is Second Chance Stage. It was produced by Chip and Joanna Gaines. The judges were Martina McBride, Heidi Garner, and Tay Diggs. And I'm in episode 5, and spoiler alert, the finale. So, Second Chance Stage. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I'll be honest, that was, at first I thought it was a scam. Got an email, and someone was like, you should audition for this. So I did, and didn't think nothing of it. And then I ended up making it through. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks, David. Yes, I did okay. Not hindsight 2020. I'd have picked a different song, probably. And I actually got the chance to do that song, and it was recorded. So once that gets edited or whatever, and I get my hands on it, I'll be excited to share that with you. It'll probably be the first professionally recorded video of me outside of the show, but yeah, Second Chance Stage. It was a lot of fun. I was basically 2 weeks down in Kansas City filming. So they're like, okay, if you win, you'll be here for 2 weeks. If you don't, you'll leave the next day. So I had to call my boss and be like, hey, I'm going to be gone for either a day or 2 weeks, and I can't tell you why. And he was cool with it, so that's always pleasant. Being an iron worker, being in the union has some pretty neat perks. That is for sure. Yeah. Nope, I just realized I've been doing ironworking for 10 years now this year, which is kind of nuts. So I'm going to try to play 4 flutes at once. Why not? Oh, yeah. Not too terrible. Now I gotta get my, gotta get one in A, so I can do the D and the A at the same time. Yes, for the king! What else shall I do? Ah, yes. I am a poor, wayfaring stranger. And that is the song that I played for my audition for the show in this very room. I wasn't in the pool, of course, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. Night, David. Appreciate you. Thanks for having a chat, and God bless you too. What time is it anyway? I've been yapping on here for 40 minutes. 4:30 comes early, guys, but sometimes you just can't sleep because you're having too much fun. Let's see. What's another one? Out the low D. Well, it's technically, I guess, a mid. Well, no, it's a D4. I want to get the D3. That would be dope to play. I mean, yeah, find one. But oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah. So I mean, hey, if you're gonna get one from I Am Sound, if you use the promo code Paul Harvey Flute Guy, you'll get 20% off, and I get a kickback from it. So. Win-win in my book, right? And I've actually, it's been interesting. Again, potentially, probably gonna have to wait a bit. But what it seems that he does is he gets quite a few orders, and then builds up an inventory, and then ships out like hundreds of orders at one time. So, yeah, which one are you wanting to get? I like the lower keys personally. My buddy Gene has kind of convinced me to play around with some of the higher flutes, but you know, these hands don't, these holes get a little tight sometimes. But what I like about these, they've got that secondary ring, kind of like an inset. Makes finding the fingering pretty quick and easy if you're blinding in a rainstorm or something. So I have a low D tin whistle. So much fun. Chromatic scale, so you can play a few different songs. I guess I can anyway. I mean, I'm not very proficient in music, but I know this D3. Well, actually, no. So this is the D5, but he did come out with a on the other one there. I totally blew what you were talking about, but I don't think he's come out with a D3 yet. Just the A and the 3, as far as I know. But they're working on it. They're definitely moving them pretty quick on that, which is tons of fun. It's neat just to watch his passion and the passion sharing with other people. And yeah, I don't have a 3D printer, but if I did, I'd figure out something like that. That's pretty dope. I mean, and look, I get it. There's a lot of consternation with regards to, you know, plastic flutes and whatnot, but man, it's a great way. It's a easy, affordable way for people to get their toes wet, no pun intended, in the flute world. And I love that, you know, you can people don't think twice about dropping $60 on a, how much is a carton of cigarettes these days? Probably a lot more than that, you know? If they can get access to this and then discover, hey, this is so cool, I gotta play this, and then they start finding other things. And I am actually still waiting for a quad flute from a guy up in Canada. He's been having some issues with just the timing of things, but I'm excited to get my hands on that thing when it comes out. Quad flute, right? Too much fun. I know that I Am Sound was also working on a quad flute. I'm not sure how far he got on that, but it takes a lot of air, man. It takes a lot of air. Pretty soon we'll have to be throwing some kind of a pump on these things just to cheat, like with the bagpipes. You know, I've seen some of those, the bagpipes that have the pumping bellows with it. Yeah, no, dude, I'm a sucker for drones. So if you couldn't tell, I think every one I got from him is a drone flute. So,
Oh, my flutes, yes, precious, where's the flutes? Yes, for those. Who has them all?
Lay down your sweet and weary head. Night is falling. You have come to journey's end. Sleep now and dream of the ones who came before. They are calling from across the distant shore. Why do you weep? What are these tears upon your face? Soon you will see all of your fears will pass away, safe in my arms. You're only sleeping. What can you see? On the horizon, why do the white gulls call across the sea? Up in rises, no ships have come to carry you home. And all will turn to silver glass, a light on the water, all souls pass into the west. Can I say that The Lord of the Rings is my favoritist soundtrack?
Yes, yes, the precious, we want it, we need it. Burn him, burn him. No, we doesn't want the precious. We want the flutes, yes, we does.
Yeah, I'm a little nuts. I know that. And so are you. Look at you hanging out with me. Why not, right? Having a good time. Oh, yeah. Ooh, can I play May It Be? Don't know. I know I can play it on the low D whistle. I don't with the chromatic scale or whatever. I'll give it a shot though. Why not? It is 100%. And you know what? Even Rings of Power, be it as it may, has got some pretty dope music to it as well. I appreciate, I think it's Bear McCreary, I think is the composer on that one. But yeah. I know. Let the tears commence if I'm sailing away to the undying lands with Gandalf. I mean, those movies stand the test of time, okay? My kids are younger, but they love Lord of the Rings. I mean, we started out reading the book, and my 9-year-old has listened to me read the Lord of the Rings to him twice now. And he enjoys every minute of it, and dude, the kid gets the lore. Like, we start talking about Ungoliant and some of the Silmarillion stuff, and you know, Fëanor and his hammer, and it's pretty interesting what they can keep. I don't know. It's 25 years almost that those movies came out, and they're still perfect. Yeah, I mean, and the casting in those movies was phenomenal. I don't think you could get a better group of people, you know, portraying those roles in for what it was. You know, a lot of Tolkien purists will dispute that, but I mean, you cannot deny that the movies were just so well done. You know, so kind of a funny story. My dad, when the Two Towers first came out, we went out and watched in the theater. My dad is not a movie guy. Like, he doesn't watch movies except like Dirty Harry and Death Wish. Childhood memories. Anyway, so we get out of the theater, and the only thing he says is, "Boy, I'd hate to be in that forest with a chainsaw and them end things coming around." So I guess he identified it with Gimli, I guess, you know. Oh, let's see, what was the... now that kind of makes me think. The theme, or the end credit song from the Two Towers. We try, these tears we cry have come too late. Take back the light, the hurt, the pain, and we will weep to face the end alone. So lost, you can Go home. You're lost and can never go home. If I could put an F-bomb anywhere in the Lord of the Rings, where would I put it? The taping of Hobbits to Isengard. Yeah, no, man, I'd have to think, because I know it can't be in the first 30 minutes either. Can't be in the first 30 minutes of the film. Like, where would the F word carry the most weight in the Lord of the Rings? Fool of a blinking took, throw yourself in next time and rid us of your blanking stupidity. I could see that. In a way, Sam saying, don't you effing let go, could, in the Fires of Mount Doom, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, that one's not bad. I don't know, I think, it would be funny if Gandalf were to say, "Come down, Saruman, you effing tool." That still only counts as one. I may be an ironworker, and I may be not as well-mouthed as I should be, but... yeah, because I think you're allowed one for the PG-13 rating, so... Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. It's been a while since I've watched them, so I have an excuse. I'll have to watch them again and think about that particular question. My biggest complaint, if I would say that from the movies, would be that they did not include the Scouring of the Shire. That would make an awesome movie. And have you guys ever... I believe the book, it's like a fan-made short story, and I think it was called like Beneath the Maloran Tree. But it was kind of like covering Sam's journey from after Frodo leaves to when he leaves, and it was so good. And I gotta try and find it, but if you've never not read it, try to check it out. I believe it's called Beneath the Maloran Tree, and kind of the theme of it, if you will, is where Sam plants the tree from the seed that Galadriel gave him, and yeah, it's a good. I don't know. I get emotional sometimes, and those books, usually through reading of something. I mean, I remember when I was pretty young, I had The Left Behind series. Read those. The Left Behind Kids. And man, that's one thing I love, and my passion for reading has spread onto my offspring as well. And yeah, reading is a lot of fun. I love it because you can gain a lot of knowledge, and you can travel anywhere, and I think that's an awesome thing to have. So go out and read a book. There's good books. Or watch a movie. Nothing wrong with that, right? Everything in moderation. That's what I tell myself. Except for work. That tends to run long. But speaking of long, and time flies, it looks like the hotel will be locking the pool here shortly. I better get to bed anyhow. Gotta work in the morning. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys had fun. Yeah, share it around and tell your friends. And tune in next time. I'll try to give some more heads up. But thank you guys for hanging out. And this is Paul Harvey saying good day. Now if I can figure out how to shut this off. Good night, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, I'll try.